Good morning. Happy Thursday or Wednesday? What is it today?
Thursday.
Do we know if it's Thursday? Do we really know?
It's Thursday. Yep.
So I asked Christy, what can we talk about today? She really said to me, let's just talk about me. How awesome I am, amazing, humble.
I never said humble, but I did say modest.
Modest. That was the word she used.
Hilarious.
You ended with hilarious, and I thought it was hilarious based upon everything you had previously stated.
No, that was an addition too. It didn't override any of it.
I think it did. That was
Good morning, Leslie. Good morning, Cheryl. Good morning, Lori.
That was the punchline, I believe. Did you just do a Carol Burnett thing? Remember she did that the ear tugging?
I had a tickle.
Yeah. So
I even shared my coffee with my husband this morning.
Oh, I thought this was your cup, and you had taken it from me, expropriated the love cup. The love.
No, because it is
cup.
warm today.
Fair enough. Okay, so yesterday we had it was a lovely time. We had
morning, Bill.
Friends over last night, and in the pool, and we have not had the heater on in probably 4 or 5 days. It was warm. But it was a comfortable warm for Christy because Christy's like, it's so hot. It makes me sweat. I don't like that.
Shouldn't be sweating in a pool. It's supposed to be refreshing.
Whatever. You're up, honey. I'm drinking coffee. And you keep looking at yourself.
It's because of what I said earlier.
What is it? She's so beautiful. I can't take my eyes off of myself.
So you guys ever talk to someone who wants the process to suit them, not how it's legally done?
It is so odd how many buyers and sellers we have this time that are not higher maintenance. They're
yes, they are.
They have a lot more questions than normal. And I do like to, I point out to people all the time, we've been doing this for almost 20 years.
We know what we're doing.
We kind of know what we're doing. So yeah, it's very fascinating.
And we have a client, this poor woman, she just cannot find what she's looking for in Vallarta. She's getting frustrated, and I don't blame her. Thankfully, she has a place that she can rent that is family.
In-laws, yeah. Like sister and brother-in-law.
Yeah. So, the pool. Bill agrees. The pool should be refreshing.
Yeah, we've never worked with somebody as much as we have with her. Like, take a number of days.
So many times.
And have not found anything like that. It's weird.
Now, she is being particular. I'm not saying she's picky. She's being particular because, she's investing a substantial amount of money and wants it to be what she wants. And she's not really in a hurry because she does have a family, a home to be able to stay in, or a condo or apartment, wherever it is that she's staying. So, I feel for her. I mean, I'm frustrated for her, and she's been so kind, and she's such a lovely person. And, I just feel, but then there are some people that I don't feel bad for.
Yeah, but we're married, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah. So yesterday we met up with an old high school chum of John's and his partner, his girlfriend, and she's from Poland. She was lovely. We had an awesome. We were there, I don't know, 3 hours probably with them, and it was just lovely. Adauto's one of our favorite spots, and
taking the team to Adauto's.
We're taking our team to Adauto's on Friday night.
Congratulatory type thing for Mike, but we're bringing everybody.
Yeah. So we're quite excited about that.
Mm-hmm. So this is the other thing too. I mean, I think we've told you guys, if you've seen I guess it was an ad looking for somebody in Vallarta. I've had over 45 people apply. Not one followed the instructions. I watched the video to make sure that I had instructions in there.
Yeah, you were very particular, specific.
At the end of the video, at the very end, was a line of instructions that needed to be followed before we would hire these individuals. Not one. Not one.
Yeah. So good morning, Jeff. Good morning, Deborah. Good morning, Monica. We are sorry you couldn't make it. We had an awesome time. Awesome time.
Absolutely.
And if you would have come, you would have made it back for your pizza night. Just saying. Because we were done by about 5, actually. Everybody left it was just after 5. Because I'm like, I'm not going to the office. It's closed.
And we did drive around to try and find these friends because we're going to offer them a ride. I don't know why we didn't in the restaurant. They could not be found in our little tiny
into
town.
thin air. So I'm guessing the other couple that were with us gave them a ride, but it was so funny. All of a sudden, we're like, we didn't take us that long to get to the car, and then we turned around to go look for them, and they disappeared.
Poof, gone like a fart in a wind. That was like it was exactly what it was like.
Okay, so the agent just changed his area to meet.
Nice. Well, I can let the clients know. That's fine. So yeah, we're taking some people out today to show them some new construction. Had a quick meeting with our office too, just about what's coming up. Gosh darn it, they're all awesome. Everybody who works with us is freaking amazing.
Yeah,
they truly, truly are.
We have a truck, Monica. We could have given you a ride. Thrown them bikes in the back.
Absolutely.
Yeah, no, we just had a wonderful time. And for those of you that watched yesterday, and I was going to talk to the embassy.
That's right.
I have not received my call back yet from them. So I'm hoping I will get it by the end of today to see if it will be expedited. Otherwise, we'll just do it the regular way and just submit it from here.
Yeah, because if you're outside of Canada, it is an emergency service.
Essential service.
Yeah, it can't
They can't go on strike here, so we can
Yay!
still get it done. I just want to know if it's going to be faster if I go to the embassy or if it's the same. And if it's going to be the same, then I'm not going to make a specific trip to the embassy for the passport.
I think that's a good idea. Although I did want to go to Mexico regardless.
We still can.
Yeah, and I think you know what? Let's just do it. We're going to go to the Chinese trade show. There's like 1,000 vendors that are going to be coming. I think it's going to be amazing. Chris is like, why would we do that? I'm like, you buy something for $1, you sell it for $5, you make money. And really, that's what we did when we were back in the jewelry business. For every $1, we would get about $5.
Good morning, Donna. How are you this morning?
Hello. Unless those leather bands, and I think we've told you this story many years ago, the leather bands were the most fascinating thing to me because I'm chatting with the guy who owns this company, and he says, I've got all these leather, they were bracelets, leather bracelets, and they were thick leather, and they were very pretty. He says, I've got all these. He says, if you buy them all, I'll give them to you for 25 cents a piece. Okay. 25 cents. I can sell those for $1 all day long and make just a tiny little bit of money. Could not sell one. Could not. So I'm like, what the heck is wrong with these? Because they look good. So I raised the price to $5, sold them out instantly. What the heck, man? People are so funny. For $1, no. $5, yes. And that just goes to show how silly we are as human beings. We want to make sure that it just feels like it's worth it.
Yeah. And if they're that cheap, they can't be good.
Exactly. They were leather bracelets. Yeah. Now, this was 22, 23 years ago. So obviously they wouldn't be 25 cents now. Because inflation.
Because inflation?
Because inflation. Inflation. Inflation is like inflation, but it's just better to say.
Oh.
It just feels, yeah. Inflation sounds painful. Inflation sounds good.
And you sound like a nut. Just saying. So we get to go today, this evening, to go see that beachfront house that we sold to clients / friends of ours.
Is it done?
A year ago. No, they're not quite done, but they're getting close, and I'm excited to see it. And then we get to go out for dinner with them tonight.
Where are we going for dinner?
Toscana Mia, because you owe me.
Yep, I do. And no experimenting on my part.
I will kill him. I will kill him. Mike says, yeah, we humans will step over $1 to pick up a dime. How true.
That's a very good saying.
How true.
I like that. Same as, that joke about the guy who drops the quarter in the outhouse and puts in the dollar. He's like, for a quarter, no, for a dollar, yes. He reaches in. So just human beings are very strange.
Good morning, Karina. How's that baby bump doing?
Saw your beach pictures. Adorable. Just adorable.
Did you really do that?
What?
Adorable.
It was adorable. She's a very pretty pregnant mom. I mean, you were beautiful before. Don't get me wrong. But there's something magical about a baby and a woman. And they change their looks. They can go from being really mean, not you, Karina, maybe. But yeah, they can go from being mean people to being nice people.
She is doing great. Yes, it is a girl. It is. The bump is a girl.
In Mexico, it's so common for people to find out here. Yeah. Because you get unlimited, like, Medicare if you buy a package. That truck, it's very loud. But in Mexico, it's only a couple $1,000. It would be a couple $1,000 at the most to have a baby here, like $1,000 to $2,000, and you can pay for where they cut you. What's that called? Cesarean or not. You can have unlimited medical visits. The doctors, you can even come to your house if you want.
Now that was the past. We don't know if it's changed.
Yeah, but that's why I doubled the price, because it used to be $1,000, and now, but yeah, it's fascinating
and her
how
name
inexpensive.
Is Katrina Alexandra. That is pretty.
Why would you do something so close to your name? Katrina. It's like John on. And anytime I hear on, I'm like, what? Like, that's because Christie's always yelling on. She's not. What's the matter, honey?
I don't even know what to say when he says stupid shit like that, stuff like that.
You swore. Katrina, don't swear like your mom does. Just a note to Katrina.
For posterity's sake.
Yep, absolutely. Well, I think it would be good if our kids didn't swear like their mother also.
Right.
Well, it was fun because I did start swearing like 6 years ago. Never swore really much before then, except when I was a teenager. I swore a lot then.
Yeah.
But it was funny because when I went to Canada and I said something, and my kids are kind of like, they didn't know what to say. It was very fun.
Very fun. Hilarious.
It kind of was. So I'm a sailor now.
Oh, by the way, for any of you that were listening to our saga also about the dehydrator, unfortunately, it was not under warranty for the problem that it was.
I got robbed. Because had I bought it from China, it would have been half the price and exactly the same warranty.
But it was only 400 pesos to fix. Now I have to go pick it up tomorrow if I go into town tomorrow.
But you did find a good provider, though, somebody who does.
Well, we'll see if it works.
Well, but the thing is, it's set up in this ideal location in Vallarta on the way, kind of, I guess it'd be the back road to Costco from Fluvial down that road, like the PTL kind of road.
By Sam's and Walmart, like to go down that way, and there's the big vet hospital on the right-hand side if you're going towards PTL. Hi, Rose. Hi, Rosemary. Rose and Rosemary.
Hello. So yeah, that 400 pesos, we bought a very large, I think it's large. It's a 12-level dehydrator. 400 pesos to fix. Now, to get it, including shipping, EVA, everything, was about 10,000 pesos to get it shipped here. So the reason I bought this here is because I knew that if I bought it in America and anything happened, it would be a nightmare to get repaired.
We'd have to pay. Yeah, well.
The 400 pesos is less than the shipping.
Yeah.
Like, it's probably 1/5 of the shipping of what it cost to bring it to us. Mm-hmm. So, yeah, I think it was a wise decision, but just it would have been better to buy it from China.
Well, not necessarily, because who knows what would have broke if we bought it from China.
but this came from China. So it's a Mexican company selling a Chinese branded dehydrator. So yeah, and I think the dehydrator went bad at the wrong time because we were dehydrating liver for the
Liver.
dog, and it
Oh,
stinks up. So we do it upstairs because it keeps it outside. Christy's okay if the neighbors smell our crap, but she doesn't want to. So when it broke, I mean, I go up there and I'm like, oh my gosh, it's off, and I'm trying everything, plugging it in around the house to try and get this thing working. Could not do it.
and it
So
was heavy by that time because it was full of liver and
we had to dehydrate the liver, the rest of it in our oven. We just turned on
pilot light.
the pilot light, and it actually did a good job. I think
It did, but
it stunk up the
stinky.
house.
Hello, Pastor Freddie. How are you?
Yeah, it really stunk up the house. So yeah, liver not a nice smell. I love liver. Christy doesn't. We had friends over the other night, and they were telling us about kidneys. Have you guys ever had a kidney before, like a cow or a human kidney? Eaten. Don't eat human kidneys. I don't think it's. I don't legally think you can. But a cow kidney,
You
you
are a
can.
sick, sick man.
So, have you had a cow
Hi,
kidney?
Esther.
A cow kidney before? So, she was talking about how a kidney steak pie. They started with 50-50, and now they're at 75% kidney, 25% steak. And he loves this. So, I want to try a kidney.
Not mine.
No. And I want to know too, are there things in the kidney? Do you rinse a kidney out? Do you chop it?
Okay, we do not. That just sounds so disgusting to me.
Yeah.
I'm sorry for all of you that might eat that, but
I think it's a good idea.
don't be cannibalistic. Ha ha ha. Best advice ever, John.
That is a good idea. Please don't be a cannibal.
It is good advice. It is good
We
advice.
may want a bumper sticker. On behalf of Mexico Life, don't be a cannibal.
Pastor Freddie likes it too. You add onion.
Kidney or liver? I love
I'm
liver.
guessing liver, but
Liver and onion. I had a friend called Walter as a child. Walter Strong. How does he get strong? I get forget. It's wrong right off the bat. And he was an only child. His father was Polish, fought in World War II. His mother was older, but they took care of us in so many ways. We would go over there, little kids giving us vitamins. They would feed us.
either one, Freddie said. Liver is great, Bill said.
Yeah,
Well,
liver and onions. They would give us liver and onions. They would feed us. They would take us to McDonald's. And I remember being like, I was like 7, 6 years old. And you have a Big Mac when you're a child. Massive, huge. Now it's just like this teeny tiny thing. And the Big Macs, you need a double in order to taste the beef in there now.
those patties are so thin.
They are. But in Mexico, it's 150 pesos more or less for a double Big Mac meal, like the fries and the soda, but like the medium. Don't ever get the extra large. We did that and we're still working it off. But yeah.
Such a weirdo.
Well, we've eaten at restaurants a whole lot of our life. I mean, we have paid for houses at restaurants. 35 years. 37 years. We should have started saving when we were younger. These people that don't do stuff to buy stuff, smart as heck to invest.
But yet we've been able to do it and buy stuff.
Yeah, but we
And
bought all this
pay
stuff
cash.
later on, and we don't own 100 houses.
No, we don't. Some homemade tortillas and a good salsa.
Homemade tortillas. Do we have a tortilla press? Do we have
No.
one of those?
I think we sent it home with Mackenzie because Lord knows I was never going to make them.
Fair enough. Because tortillas are work. The ladies they have such strong arms. Because if they're making tortillas, they're pretty powerful.
There's a place actually fairly close to the church on Estaciones, and she has, so you drive up and there's a little place where they're barbecuing chickens, and then they have a little spot where they're making tortillas and they do some salsas and beans. It's all delicious. Everything that we've ever tried from there has been delicious, and I love her tortillas. They're a little bit thicker, so you only need a couple, and
And their salsas are good too. Like
Yeah.
they sell a bunch of stuff that they spend a lot of time making.
Yeah.
It's not just generic ingredients, they're finer ingredients.
Sorry, people.
And that is a thing that I wonder. Would this area take a restaurant? This is a delivery. I'm delivering an idea to you guys if you want. But a restaurant that uses the best ingredients. It's specifically like a keto, low carb thing where they use butter instead of margarine or pig fat instead of vegetable oil. So all natural, not GMO'd
Will
and
not be
all of that crap.
vegetarian.
Would not be vegetarian, but you could have vegetarian things there. Is that something that somebody would? I would pay extra for that because I hate going to restaurants. They'll give you bread and they'll tell you it's butter on there. I don't think it's real butter.
It doesn't matter because if we're doing keto, you shouldn't be eating bread anyways.
I know, but real butter is better than not.
Yeah.
Real, like the original grains from Europe, that kind of stuff is better than not. And I think we are being poisoned through our food here. And it starts all the way down at the vegetable oil. We're like, oh, I love vegetable oil. It's not good for you. If you can't
it's a
find
poison.
it is
actually a poison.
If they need hexane and chemicals to make
Jolene.
a food product, it's best if we stay away from it.
Oh, dear.
Yeah, I think all natural is kind of the way to go. People are like, well, uranium's all natural. Yeah, but historically we don't eat uranium.
No?
No, except our dog eats rocks. But actually she's dead.
She's dead, so that explains a lot.
She kind of no, but she ruined her teeth. She
Many
did make
places
it to
use margarine, yeah.
She did get up to 16 years. So
yeah,
she
lived a life.
Yeah, and that's the problem with the margarine, by the way, is many places do. So, would you go to a restaurant and pay 20% more for your food, knowing that the food is great food for you and every other human being?
But I still like my papas loca. Did I get your WhatsApp message yesterday? Oh, you mean your itinerary? We're not going on a food tour, although I would love to. That would be awesome.
Food tour. Oh, in
well,
Mexico City?
they're not their food tour, but they're cooking. I would love to do that. One day I will do it, but I don't think this year is the year to do it.
And you'll probably do it with your daughter if she does that.
Finally, Deborah agrees with you, John. We gotta find something, Deborah Estridge. Gotta find something that you guys can agree on.
Whoops.
Yeah. Yeah. And then I was reading Janine. She says it's happening here too. We're paying 30% more for food, and it's lasting 50% less on the shelves or stored. Oh, it's cooking info for my daughter. Well, she is a chef. She knows about all of these, and I think you had sent me that before, and I sent that to her. So she's looking at doing something like that. I think she'd be excellent because she's got the personality for it when she's not bitchy. I'm saying that because I know she's not listening this morning. Well, I don't know for sure.
Do you know how fast it would be for her to also get to the top of the rankings? I mean, just do 40 clips of social media every single day, and very fast
people.
She will be number one.
Yeah,
and she's got a fantastic personality. She really does.
She gets that from her mother. Or took all of her father's personality and left him with what we got.
I like that. That's funny. Thanks for destroying your husband.
Where does she get that? That's from your friend.
Thanks, Art. Appreciate that.
Anyways, on that note, now that we've got to pick on... hi, Tony. Now that we got to pick on John a little bit, we're going to say adios. We have to apparently
Whoa. It's time to pick on you.
Nope.
Pick on Christie.
We've got to call our client, let them know that the location has changed.
Why is it that it's okay to pick on me, but the second it's going to turn to you, you're like, bye, everybody. Have a great day.
Because?
All right. Adios. Thanks for joining us today for our banter. Is that what we're doing? Are we fighting today? I don't know.
Not yet.